back in the old days, there was two or three leather shops down there. And then there was one there in Huntington Park for a while. And that other 45 that I bought down there, I had the barrel cut off to match the one that I had.
Oh, because it was shorter or it was longer?
Yeah, it was the longer barrel. I had the guy cut it off to match it, and I was going to have it plated to match that. At that time it was, I don't know, $300. That was unreasonable.
Yeah, that was a lot.
My day.
Wow. $300 to have it like nickel plated or
Yeah, to have it nickel plated like the other one. So I just left it like that, like it was, and shot it a few times. And
So, okay, so one of them was like 1874. The other one was 18. I don't know. A few years later. So it wasn't a different model. So you could buy those guns with longer barrels.
oh yeah,
Oh,
they were originally made. Colt made them. I think it was 5-inch barrels or 5.5, and then 7. And then they made what they called a butt line that had
a long one.
a long barrel.
So you could probably a little more accurate.
It's shot like a rifle.
Oh, oh like wired herb. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. So yours was probably a 7, right? When you bought it, and you had it cut down. Your first one was like a 5.5 or 5, the short one.
There was more of them made that size. That's what all the cowboys and everything carried. There was a very good friend of my mom and dad. Well, all the family. They lived over the divide. They had a ranch, and his name was Crane, and he had 3 sons. He had Bill and Oscar, and I forget what the other name was. But Bill Crane was the oldest one, and he was a big one. And he always carried a Colt 45 single action stuck in his belt, like that, you know. And he rode all over. They ranched all over the other side of the divide. And we was down there. Your grandma and I was there, 1939.
And where was the ranch?
It was over the divide from Bisbee,
Oh.
over Tombstone Canyon. But anyway, we was down in Bisbee and we was going to the post office, and Josephine was a deputy sheriff, my niece, in Cochise County there.
Uh-huh.
And just as we got to the post office, why Bill Crane come around the corner there and says, "Hey, Josephine, how are you? Hey, Jimmy, I haven't seen you for a long time." And Dawn, this is my wife. We talked there a little bit. He says, "Hey, Josephine, what's this I hear about your deputy?" "Yeah, I am deputy sheriff of Cochise County." "Have you got a gun?" "Yes, I got a gun. Let me see it." She pulled it out. It was a 25 automatic. He looked at it. Says, "Josephine, if you ever shoot me with that and the same day I find it out, I'm going to paddle your ass till you get it out. Now here's the kind of a gun you carry."
And
And he hauled this 45 out. He says, "And you shoot somebody with that, he ain't going to say nothing ever again." And there was about, maybe 3 or 4 months, or maybe later than that, was the next time we was down there. There was an article in the paper about they found 2 Mexicans hanging on a barbed wire fence, dead. And we was out at his dad's ranch, and he come riding in on a horse, and the old man says, "Do you have any luck, Bill?" He says, I fixed him. Never said
Anything more, but you knew because you read in the paper what.
Yeah, and a couple of days later it was in the paper, 2 Mexicans dead hanging on a fence. They had a butchered calf beside him.
Oh my!
He shot them. They never done a damn thing about it, boy. I often wished afterwards, way back later after that, your grandma and I was down there, and him and his sister was, Oscar had died, and Bill Crane was the one that got married, and he lived over the divide there, and him and his sister lived down low, and we went by and visited them. I often wished I would have told him, "I'd sure like to have your guns when you pass away." I don't know who got them, but
Oh, hopefully they're still in the
something
family.
to have.
But it was a Colt like yours.
Yeah, it was a Colt single action 45. He was in his 40s in them days when
Yeah.
I first saw him. But he could light a match with that son of a bitch. He was a good shot. One time we was out there, Billy Hayes, my nephew. He come riding in and took the saddle off. He started to take the saddle off. Says, "You guys want to ride a horse?" And I said, "Yeah." He says, "This is good, but go take him." So I got in the saddle. Bill got in back of me. And we went out there and turned around and started back for the corral. And of course, the horse come on the high lope, and then he got to the corral. He hauled up and stopped and me, Bill.
Right down.
Bill got up and kicked our ass, both of us, and he said, "When you ride my horse, you don't get off like that. You get off right. You don't fall off. It's a spoil my horse."
Oh my God.
I never will forget that. That would have been a good movie.
Yeah. So